On this episode of China Uncensored, welcome to the South China Sea. Hi, welcome to China Uncensored. I'm your host, Chris Chappell. The South China Sea. It really brings up such nostalgic memories for me. Like when I took a Filipino fishing boat to the Scarborough Shoal, disputed waters China and the Philippines have been fighting over in the middle of the South China Sea.
As far as I'm concerned, this territorial dispute is over.
But just 2 weeks after we were there, Filipino President Rodrigo Duterte banned fishing within the shoal's lagoon. I'm sure that was just a coincidence and had nothing to do with the fact that we were there. But it's an odd move for the Philippines if you consider that a recent poll showed that 84% of Filipinos want to challenge China's claims to that area. They call the South China Sea the West Philippine Sea. Not much chance of that name sticking if things go the way they've been going, by the way. A year ago, the Philippines might have been in a good position to exercise its claims to the region. Last July, the Philippines successfully got a UN tribunal to rule against China's claim. But then this man became president of the Philippines. And he pushed for closer ties with China at the expense of ties with the United States. And to do that, he had to set aside his country's claims to the South China Sea. And now that Duterte has had a taste of working with China, he's hungry for more. You see, the south of the Philippines has a problem with kidnappings by Islamic extremists. And so Duterte has asked for China to help patrol the international waters nearby to prevent piracy. These kidnappings are a real problem. But traditionally, the Philippines would reach out to the United States for help for this sort of thing. But there's been a sea change. Or should I say, she change? Don't do it, Duterte. You're playing right into their hands. So far, the whole world has freaked out about the Chinese regime's aggressive expansion in the South China Sea. Now, the Chinese Communist Party always says, hey, we're building all those artificial islands and stuff for purely peaceful purposes, which is really convincing. But if the president of the Philippines asks for Chinese protection in the South China Sea, that gives them a great excuse. Look, we're helping keep sailors safe. If anything, there should be more Chinese military and Coast Guard vessels in the South China Sea. Duterte said he only asked China to patrol international waters and not other countries' territorial waters. Oh, well, in that case, everything is totally fine. But regardless, Duterte's requests make China out to be the hero, and it legitimizes China's claims to the region. Maybe the Chinese regime ought to start charging the rest of the surrounding countries protection fees.
Your weekly dues to us will give you all the supplemental safety net you'll ever need.
So what do you think of Duterte's plea for Chinese patrols off its coast? Leave your comments below. Thanks for watching this episode of China Uncensored. Once again, I'm your host, Chris Chappell. See you next time.